If you're starting a brand or you own a brand, beware of hype. The bubble has popped. I'll explain more in this week's episode of Casual Mondays. So this week, hype is dead. What's next? Or what now? Like, what do you do now that hype is dead? You need to kind of get back to grassroots, understand where culture is and where you live in culture. The way that you kind of look at it was hype, to me, was this really kind of healthy, active community where people were sharing how they express themselves through these products and how they shared the secrets and gamification of like, how do I get that and sell that and get this and sell, like resell and like that version and that colorway, right? It was kind of set up to work, but it was not scalable. Hype got too big to be a community. Hype is just a general public. I was in the mall the other day for my kid's birthday and I look at this family, they're all wearing like rare Jordan 1s, Stussy t-shirt, like a family. They looked cool, but I'm like, this is just like a mall in the middle of nowhere. Like everyone is hype. The community of hype has expanded to the point where it's popped. And what happens when a community pops? It turns into subculture. And I think we're at the point now where it's about what I call circles. You need to look and understand, instead of targeting this one hype world, which was a very easy community to kind of understand some tricks, and I've played the game. We used to have a whole strategy called Science of Hype of how to like make your product speak and work within this community. And if you could crack that community, people would just buy whatever you were selling because there was scarcity and there was rarity and it was held by this influencer. Mass brands have to be rooted in a community. We need to start to acknowledge what are communities, or what I call circles. What circles do you roll in with the brand? Or what circles is your brand accepted in, right? If I go back to, we started with sneaker culture, like why is this brand On so popular? Like it's kind of like, the sneakers are kind of like questionably kind of dorky looking. They're running sneakers. Like they have utility and purpose and they have a running community. Yes, some people wear them not running, but the foundation and the circle that it started to run in was ironically running. So when you are looking at where your brand lies or where you want to begin, I believe at this point in culture, you need to be an authority and bring value to that community through your product. The point here is know what community you can bring utility in. If it's about food, if it's about the internet has created these niche circles. So if you're like realizing your Instagram isn't getting high engagement, that means you haven't tapped into your unique little circle that can kind of embrace and thrive and you bring value to. And from that community and group, you can grow. And the most important thing also is to recognize what you're not. Nothing is worse than when a brand is trying to make its product fit in a community it doesn't belong in. That's brand suicide. And there's a bunch of brands out there that are committing those crimes every day. So hope you're wearing the sneakers you love because you love them, not because you got them in a rare. If you are a hype beast, not the website hype beast, but if you identify yourself as hype beast, hope it didn't offend you. Peace.